Today we are doing a little painting. We're following a Bob Ross tutorial, but I wanted to spice it up a little bit, do it a little different. So I have a group of random objects here, everything from a bag of Cheetos to a stuffed lemur, also a picture frame that I smashed accidentally about half an hour ago, so there's no glass in it. What I'm gonna do with these items is I have a wheel with each item on it, and every 3 minutes I'm going to spin the wheel, and whatever random item the wheel lands on, I have to use only that item to paint for the next 3 minutes. These are all the random items that we have on the wheel. I'm not much of an artist, I'm not much of a painter. I've painted a couple times in my life, and it's never really turned out great. So it honestly probably doesn't matter that I'm not using real paintbrushes. And since it's Christmas time, we're gonna be doing a little Christmas themed painting here. We're doing Bob Ross in the midst of winter. Nice winter aesthetic, nice barn, and also Merry Christmas to you. I'm honored that you chose to spend some of your Christmas season here with me. Let's get right into it. The first order of business is to spin the wheel and find out what our first paintbrush is. We are spinning the wheel for the first item, and oh, not a bad start. We got the lemur. We got the lemur off the bat. He's got this head here that's very big and soft. I'm happy with the lemur.
Welcome back. Certainly glad to see you today.
I'm glad to see you too, Bob. Okay, lemur, you're getting a little painty here, buddy. I prepared the lemur by dipping his head in the paint.
We'll just pop in a little sky here and there.
Popping in some sky, Bob. Popping in some sky. And predictably, I was immediately off to a rough start. My sky is a lot darker than his sky. My sky was way too dark, so I did my best to fix it. Get a little white in here, maybe. Okay, this is tough. So his sky is looking a little lighter and not as harsh as mine. The lemur's actually not bad. Now that's not great, actually, but it's not terrible. The only problem is his head's all blue now, so if I pull the lemur again, I gotta use like a different part of his body.
The lizard crimson.
I'm gonna use his foot for the crimson here, I think. My rough start continued, unfortunately, because the lemur's paw did not make for the best paintbrush. Okay, not too bleak. That's not good. Oh no, that's way too harsh. Freak. We can pull through this. Our colors are a little harsh so far. We're gonna get a little bit of white in there to maybe just try to lighten it up. There we go. Okay, that's helping. All right, Bob, I'm with you now. Man, I ran out of feet to use. I already used all of his feet. Now I'm gonna go up in the blue. As I blended the sky together, I made a terrible blunder. I mixed blue and the red. I used the wrong paw. What as Bob always says?
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Oh, wait, what happened? I turned around for a second and he painted the whole canvas. Oh no, that's way too dark. Let me get a little white. Let me get a little white in here. So I need to, see that's a little better. Nice little snowy base. As I painted the snow, I unfortunately made the exact same mistake I made 60 seconds ago. Oh no, I got red in there. The ground is bleeding. Could just be some dirt. It's just some dirt. Bring the red down a bit here. That feels good. That feels terrible, actually. You can see a lot of like little paw marks over here on the side. This looks terrible. Wow, especially compared to his. Okay, should have had the blue come down a little further, maybe. Yeah, okay. I don't hate that. Don't love it. The lemur is pretty covered in paint at this point, but we've now hit 3 minutes in the tutorial video, so it's time to spin the wheel again and get a new brush. Spun the wheel. It is spinning around in a nice circle. Giant brush, golf ball. Oh, golf ball. Yikes. Because a golf ball is a sphere and has no real edges, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be the best brush. We got a little Callaway here. Let's see if we can paint with it.
Black, blue, crimson.
Prussian blue.
Get some white.
Crimson and some white. That's a lot of colors, Bob. All right, I'm with you. This is tough with a golf ball. It's way too thick. It's way too thick. My tree is so thick. As I suspected, the golf ball was turning out to not be the most useful paintbrush. I can't get a sharp edge because it's just a round sphere. It's very foreground. I was hoping for a little bit of a background tree. The bag of Cheetos actually would have been perfect for this. Nice and thin. Let's see if we can't get another one right here. Something like that. Something like that. Okay. That's not the worst. I don't know if it looks worse or better from far away, actually. Let me see. Well, doesn't look great from anywhere. But I think you can tell they're trees. At this point, my painting was going so poorly that even the paint itself didn't want to be involved. All right, Bob. All right, I'm following you. Oh no, all my brown paint has fallen onto the floor. This is terrible news. So Bob has 4 more trees going on here, and I have 3 trees and a blob. That's gonna have to do. We are now at 6 minutes in the video, which means another 3 minutes have passed, and it's time to spin the wheel again and get a new brush. The Christmas tree would be a great thing to use for this, actually. So I hope for the Christmas tree. Well, let's give it a spin. We are spinning. Oh, the Christmas tree, the tree! We got the tree. Since it's Christmas time and we're painting trees, this could be the perfect brush. This is very festive. This is the perfect item for this. I think I'm just gonna dip right in the tip here. Oh no. Just right on top. Ooh, kind of scrapey. Ugh, not exactly what I was hoping for. We're just kind of scraping the canvas here. It turns out the tree was actually a terrible brush because it was too pointy and it just scraped right through the paint. Literally just scraping through the paint. That's actually very not ideal. I'm not loving the Christmas tree. But then a Christmas miracle happened. Oh, wait a second. The bottom has fallen off, but that has revealed another tip. So let's try this. Oh yes. Actually, you know what? I think I've just scratched through paint again, but what can you do?
I want to create the illusion of mist.
Oh, he's
Down
creating the
to
illusion of
base
mist. Okay. I think we can actually do that with our Christmas tree base here. It's got a nice fluffy bit to it. Could help hide our terrible looking trees. That is not even mist. It's like smoke. That's pretty harsh. Kind of just put a big blob of gray across the middle of the canvas. A little more white paint on here. Make it look a little more poofy. Yeah, there we go.
After painting a layer of mist, I realized a terrible mistake I'd made.
I'm just realizing now this makes no sense. I have red below my trees, which means my trees are floating in the air.
So I added some white and blue paint to raise our layer of snow.
The actual tree was no help, terrible. But the base is helpful.
Let's have us a little snow in here.
Bob's got us doing a little snow now.
Snow is one of the easier things to paint.
Okay, he just says it's one of the easiest things to paint, but we are gonna prove that wrong, I think. You know what? I think we actually nailed the snow. Nice.
After adding our snow, we made our way to the most difficult parts of the painting.
Let's paint an old barn today. Scrape out a basic shape.
Okay, this is not gonna be a good tool for this.
Unsurprisingly, I was really struggling with the barn.
Basic shape. Wow, that is a thick roof. Okay, well, dang. My barn is real thick. Not a great looking barn. We got the basic shape though, at least. Ooh, we just got to 9 minutes, which means we get a new item now. Hopefully something with some sharp edges so that we can paint this barn a little more exact. We spun it. It's going in a circle. Chipmunk? Giant brush or chipmunk? Whoa, it's right on the edge. Oh, giant brush. Oh, the giant brush is not good. I'm gonna use like the handle, I think. Wait a second, can I take this off? Is that cheating? For the integrity of the game here, I'm gonna leave it together.
All we're doing here is blocking in a little color. We'll come back and do a...
Oh dang, this is not good. I'm gonna use the brush bit. Feels risky, but he's really filling it in there. Oh dude, it's just so big. You know what? I take it back, it's not terrible. You know what? It's kind of terrible. Oh wow, I turned around and he had done like the entire barn and I have barely finished the front. We're gonna have to kind of redo the shape of our barn here. I'm not gonna lie, that's not great. I don't think I need to say that. I think you can already tell, but that's our barn. He's got a little bit over here too. Can you even tell it's a building? Honestly, it looks like a tank.
Let
Okay,
it graze. Looks like old wood.
just let it graze, just let it graze. Trying to let it graze, is that grazing? I feel it's more like scraping. I'm just kind of scraping the canvas. That looks terrible. Okay, I'm just gonna try to mix some white in there and kind of make it look snowy like he did.
As I was adding some snow to our barn, I made yet another mistake.
Oh no, now I got white in my sky. You can blend that in. Oh, I got brown in it. Well, oh, you know what? It could be like a little chimney. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna try not to touch it because when I touch things, apparently I just make them worse.
My father was a carpenter and I built a few barns.
Yeah, my barn looks nothing like that. We're at 12 minutes. That means new item. I'm hoping for the Snickers.
So with some rough trees and a questionable barn, it's time to spin the wheel again.
Spinning. Snickers wouldn't be too bad, I don't think, actually. Let's see. Ooh, Snickers? Ooh, yikes. Okay. The sponge. Not sure how I feel about the sponge. Better than the golf ball, that's for sure. To be fair, we're not good with probably a real brush, so probably won't make much of a difference. Bob really is just getting a lot of snow on that roof. Let's see if we can snow up our roof a little bit. So he went like that and then just brought it down like that. The sponge actually isn't that bad. He's got like a rhombus right under it. Wait a second, I think we're onto it. That's what it looks like. That's the shape we're looking for. It's just a rhombus, simple rhombus. It's looking more like a building now. Now we are talking a little bit. It's a whispering. We're whispering, but at least there's some noise being made now. It's not great, but I kind of like where we're headed with it.
After some trial and error, our barn was finally starting to take shape.
Okay, our barn is looking a little more barny now. Sponge actually pretty good. I was hating on the sponge early, but it's shown itself to be a useful tool.
And now that the barn is looking a little better, we're gonna follow Bob's lead and add a door to the front.
All right, not terrible. You can tell it's a door. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's blended it in. Oh, he went like this, kind of under. We're gonna take a little white here. Nifty, nifty Bob. And we're just gonna kind of blend it in here. That's some good snow right there, I think. It's not great, but I think you can tell it's a barn, and if I touch it anymore, it's gonna get far worse. We've hit 15 minutes now, so now we can spin the wheel again. So, okay, let's see, spinning, not the golf ball again. Ooh, the bag of Cheetos? Nice, the bag of Cheetos. It would have been really good for the trees, I think. But it's also got some big surface area. I think the bag of Cheetos could be a very versatile player. Oh, we're doing a tree. Oh, perfect.
Just a little guy.
A little thicker than I was hoping. I was hoping I could make a thinner tree with the Cheetos.
As I said, I'm not a very experienced painter, and Bob was really zooming through the painting, so I was having some trouble keeping up.
Oh wow, he paints these trees so fast. All right, not really a tree, more of a triangle blob. Wow, his tree looks so good. Dude, what the heck? Oh man, my tree is some garbage. See if we can't get another one. Kind of right in here. Ooh, I'm just kind of scraping the canvas again. Not having great luck with a Cheeto bag. Huh? These trees are very different colors than my other trees. So I'm gonna try to get them to match these trees I've just created. I think I'm actually kind of saving these trees, low key. The Cheeto bag is kind of clutch. You can just kind of like fold the corners of the bag, get yourself a nice edge. The Cheeto bag has been a solid player. He's added 2 more up here, so we need to add 2 more here. All the way down here, I think. Kind of got some stuff going on in here. Okay, not great. Again, a very aggressive dark tree, but it's tough to get all the details with the Cheeto bag. He's got another little tree here though. Let's see if we can't, kind of right there. Okay. Okay, we got a little something going on with the trees over here.
After I finished the trees, I stepped back and came to an absolutely devastating realization.
The trees are a little darker than I wanted, and also my house is tilted. I just realized that. My house is terribly on a slant. I gotta untilt my barn. And I've already used all the corners of the bag. Oh boy. That less tilty? No, it's still really tilted. My barn is built on the side of a hill, apparently. I've really run out of real estate with this Cheeto bag.
I was having trouble fixing the barn with the Cheeto bag, so I started painting a different area and decided to rely on the next spin for an item that could be good to fix the barn with.
Spinning the wheel, and we're looking for, oh, the lemur again. Oh, Santa doing the splits. Okay, solid.
With some soft surface area and some pointier bits, Santa could be a solid brush. And he's festive, so that's good too.
Let's give Santa a shot here. So we got a little more white paint on here. Mix it in like that. Yeah. I don't think that's terrible. Is that terrible? It's not great, I'll admit. And every time I touch something, it gets worse. So maybe we just leave that how it is for now. Just gonna fix the barn up a bit there. Santa, ooh, actually, the bottom half of Santa actually is really nice.
Hey, yep.
That sounded a little weird to say, but he works really well for painting is what I mean. Still a little tilted, but I think that's decent. I think that's decent. It's not great, but we're gonna leave it because every time I touch something, I make it a lot worse. Let's keep going. Bob's putting some snow in his trees now. I think Santa's foot is gonna be a good tool for that. Got a little bit of point to it, a little bit of snow in there. Like that.
As I painted the snow, I yet again made things worse.
All I did was just make the tree a little lighter. Dang it, I ruined my tree. No, now it's blue. In the span of 45 seconds, this tree has gone from meh to bad to diseased because now it is blue. Well, I got a blue tree. Okay, I don't even know what he's doing. I haven't even been looking. I've been trying to fix my tree. Wow, that's crazy looking. How did he do that? He's just painting some snow coming in from the sides here.
Just by pulling some of that color that you can.
How did he do that? Well, he's got a paintbrush, so that helps, but there's not a lot of unused real estate on Santa left. He's very painted. Oh, he's painting some bushes now. Oh, Bob, I'm not keeping up at all. I'm doing a terrible job. Okay. Is it terrible? It's not great. Dang, what the heck? How does this look so good?
Another 3 minutes of the tutorial have passed, so it's time to retire Santa and spin the wheel for another item.
I'm kind of hoping for the car. I really wanted to use the car or the Snickers. All right, spinning. We are spinning the wheel. Oh. Snickers, we got the Snickers. Okay, so he painted a bush down here at the bottom. Just something like that. That's not really a bush, more of a blob. There we go, that's a bush. I mean, you can't really tell. If you asked me what that was, I wouldn't say bush, I would just say a blob of paint. Oh, he's painting another tree. Oh, that's dangerous, okay. And so far my trees have gone very terribly. So we're going way from the top, right down that's way too thick. That is way too thick.
Unfortunately, the Snickers was not proving to be as good of a brush as I was hoping.
I'm just kind of scraping everything. Well, that's terrible. That's absolutely atrocious. Maybe if we can just add some snow on it, it'll look not as bad. Maybe it'll look a little more wintry, which is nice. That's better. Oh wait, what are we doing now? Oh, it's not a bush, it's a pond. He drew a couple little things coming out of his pond. Okay, that's terrible.
With 1 minute left in the tutorial, we're gonna spin the wheel for one final time and use the final minute to try and level out our still very slanted barn.
Here we go, spinning for the last item. We're hoping for the car. Ooh, maybe the car? The car, we got the car. There's 0 soft bits really, so I feel like I'm just gonna actually end up scraping paint off. I made the whole thing tilted. It's not just like the base is tilted, it's like everything is on a slant. Oh no, this is not a good painting tool. Actually, no, it's terrible. Nice and easy. Ooh, we're scraping the canvas a little bit. Okay, nope, I made it worse. Maybe finish off this chimney, I think. No mistakes, only happy accidents. So I think we owe it to ourselves to finish off this chimney here and try to make it look more like a chimney. Okay, this car is terrible at painting. It doesn't even come off the wheel. I'm just like digging the paint further into the wheel of the car. Just blend it in. Oh, that's nice. And that's it. I'm not touching it anymore. Every time I touch it, I make it worse. That's it, that's the final painting. Not great. Definitely not as good as Bob's or anywhere near it. I think you can kind of tell what's happening though. You can tell there's a barn or some sort of structure. I think you can tell these are trees. You know, let me take a step back. Let me take a step back. Yeah, okay. It's not my best work, but as I said in the beginning, my paintings normally don't turn out great. So actually, overall, I'm pretty pleased. It doesn't look good, but you can at least tell what's going on. I almost forgot the most important part of any painting, signing it. So I'm gonna sign it here with the shark. Ah, dang. I'm just gonna use my finger. This is terrible. Ah. Now we have initial it. Wow, I made that way too big. That's pretty terrible. It's bigger than my little pond thing, but oh well. I'm gonna hang this up on my wall somewhere nice so I can see it and be reminded of the time I had with Bob here today doing some painting. Thank you all for watching. Merry Christmas to you all. If you watch this video, I'm very honored that you decided to spend some of your holiday time here with me. If y'all like this video, let me know. If you hated it, let me know even more, and I'll catch y'all next year.